Is YouTube a transmedia brand? In class, we learned that the media world is changing rapidly. Because of this increasingly crowded and evolving landscape, brands can no longer rely on function alone to be successful. Put simply, the old model is broken. Any medium that defines its strategy by virtue of either its mechanism for content distribution and/or its ability to aggregate an audience will likely fail. There is nothing proprietary or particularly compelling in distribution pathways or audiences. The media themselves are becoming a commodity. As a brand, YouTube is guilty of operating under the old model. It's true that brands live beyond function, to infuse promises that create emotional bonds between the brand and the customer. But if you research YouTube's brand image, you find very little information about promises or emotional bonds. It's quite telling that when you Google search YouTube as a brand, the first site that comes up is of course YouTube's website, with the choice to go directly to brand awareness and YouTube brand channels. These search results both demonstrate YouTube's role as a catalyst for other brands in creating their brand identities and becoming transmedia brands, where somebody could enter the brand through YouTube rather than directly through its home silo. Yet they don't say anything about YouTube's own brand identity or its own promise to consumers. Ad Age, The Economist, Wired, Forbes. Not one major business publication talks about YouTube and its unique transmedia brand. Still not convinced? See for yourself and try to find out exactly what YouTube's brand identity or promise is. Switching keywords like YouTube transmedia brand, YouTube's brand voice, YouTube's brand identity, YouTube transmedia storytelling still yields dismal results. This is because YouTube isn't the brand that's doing the transmedia storytelling. It's the platform that's making it happen for other media and marketers. The lack of articles discussing YouTube's brand identity and connection to consumers serves as a strong evidence that YouTube has yet to establish one. Even a search for YouTube's brand presence results in websites that teach companies how to use YouTube in bolstering their own brand identity. Take a look at YouTube's social media to see just how poorly YouTube conveys its unique voice and promise across platforms. YouTube's Pinterest is simply a pinboard of popular YouTube videos where you can play the videos through Pinterest. YouTube's Twitter account is much of the same. It is simply links to popular YouTube videos. No witty remarks, no brand personality, no real interaction with followers, just links to videos. The same is also true of YouTube's Facebook page. Just links to popular videos. No special brand voice or image or interaction. All of these social media channels convey the same message. YouTube allows you to watch videos. It is purely a functional message. Take away the videos, and YouTube doesn't have an independent personality that can fill its social media. It's important to note that while YouTube exists across multiple platforms, this alone does not make it a transmedia brand. Currently, and luckily for YouTube, the newest platforms emerging have screens and are well suited to distribute YouTube's content. But what happens if new technologies emerge that are not as well suited to YouTube's needs? Because YouTube does not have a strong brand image, does not have that one thing that defines it beyond its function, it will be difficult for the company to adapt to changes in the media landscape in the future. One could argue that it's implied that YouTube's promise to marketers is to help them create brand awareness and to help them become transmedia brands. Its promise to more general users is multifaceted. YouTube allows users to pursue current passions, discover new passions, stay informed, be entertained, reminisce, learn about the world, and much more. While it's true that YouTube is great at doing all of this, to become a transmedia brand, YouTube needs to be able to convey to consumers precisely what their promise is, not to give them an ambiguous general notion. Like ESPN's promise is to serve sports fans, what is YouTube's precise promise? First, let's take a look at YouTube's parent company, Google. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally available, and useful. This is a transmedia brand statement. Google can organize and provide information on computers, tablets, and mobile phones, but this concept could be applied to any medium. Google can organize and provide information that helps develop self-driving cars or virtual reality software. This principle is not confined only to technologies that exist now, but those that exist in the future as well. Anywhere that there is information, Google can organize it and make it available. On the other hand, YouTube's mission statement is to provide fast and easy video access and the ability to share videos frequently. This is not a transmedia brand statement because it is short-sighted. What happens when technologies are developed that do not use video? How will YouTube adapt? YouTube's promise to consumers is based purely on function and fails to establish any relationship between the brand and the user. While this may have functioned well for a mission statement in the Newtonian era, during this new era of chaos and participation culture, media that fail to establish a clear promise and to encourage consumers to engage and interact won't survive for long. For these reasons, we clearly do not believe that YouTube is a transmedia brand, but we want to know what you think. Make sure to leave your opinions and critiques in the comments.